From dawn till dusk, as the world moves on, people need to go about doing their own chores as well. While some go for morning walks, others are already on their way to work, and their only means of transport is what the public transport system has to offer. Public transport is such a medium of transport which has a 24/7 availability. The public can avail all that the public sector of transport has to offer. The buses, the metro railways, the local trains, and the list of what the transport systems have to offer goes on. The most available, and the cheapest means of transport can be said to be the abundance of public buses which joins every nook and crook of the city. A person can travel miles for ₹6, even though there are chances, rather high chances, that he might get held up in traffic. When it comes to buses, a person gets different choices as well. From brightly colored blue and yellow private sector buses running on road for the public, to government sponsored AC, non-AC and special buses as well. Minibuses are a wonder, as they, being relatively smaller in size, do a very good job of joining various parts of the city as well. There are also a large number of options to choose from available for one who's traveling a long distance, as the government and the private sector provides high quality traveling experience through their high range of long distance travel buses. Trains are the largest mean of public transport, which helps the public cover great distances within a very short time span, and could be termed as the cheapest mean of transport from relatively short to medium distances which need to be travelled. Fares range from ₹5 to ₹15 and keeps taking a steep climb the farther a person needs to travel. Trains could be said to be an awesome mean of transport, but just like buses, trains do have a lot of drawbacks, which include being held up in checkpoint crossings, train crossovers, and of course, overcrowdedness. Metro railways could be said to be the city's favorite and one of the most used mean of transport for the daily public. With very few stops and very limited boarding and deboarding time, this transport system beats all the others with its punctuality and being feasible, and of course, more than enough available.
For day-to-day traveling, yes, pretty much, because metro is the most efficient mode of transport in Kolkata right now, and it's pretty cheap, and as well as it connects most of the parts of Kolkata. For improvements, like they could increase the number of metros, and if they could shorten the time interval between two metros, that would be good enough for us. And if they could convert all the non-AC metros into AC metros, that would be enough.
Metro allows a person to choose from two options which are available for the public, one being the AC metro and the other being the non-AC metro. AC metros draw the majority of the crowd. Metros do not have any notable downsides except for being overcrowded during peak times. Taxis play an important role in everyone's day-to-day life. Because of its availability at any point of time, taxis help the public in ways that buses and trains cannot. In the early days, trams used to be a major mean of transport joining the major corners of the city. But as time passed and people grew busier, trams lost its essence. With little or no major upgradations, trams remain slow, shaky, and noisy. With very few visible tram stops, trams mostly run on empty using overhead electric lines. Trams to have a long way to go till they catch up with the fast moving world. Totos can be said to be the evolution and fast replacement of cycle rickshaws. With minimal fares, Totos are mostly found in the fast developing areas such as Newtown and Rajarhat. Toto drivers are the very same people who earlier used to drive cycle rickshaws in the very same locality.
এটা তো রুচি রোজগারের জায়গা, তো সেভাবে আমরা কাজ করছি। হ্যাঁ, অনেক সময় ঝামেলা অশান্তি হয়। হ্যাঁ, যেটা আগে খুব হয়েছে, এখন অতটা হয় না। ওরাও আমাদের কোনো ডিস্টার্ব করে না। অবশ্য আমরা তো আমাদের সেদিক থেকে ওরা আমরা কখনো ওদের সঙ্গে ঝামেলা করতে যাই না। কম বেশি ওরা এর আগে এসেছে।
Auto rickshaws are the vehicles of short and sweet rides through the busy streets. Found scattered in various parts around the city, these little vehicles are vehicles of wonder. With the highest capacity to carry 4 passengers and a driver, some autos can be spotted carrying as many as 6 passengers, and heavy loads are often laden atop the vehicle. With varying fares ranging from Rs 6 to Rs 25, autos travel a lot on 3 wheels. Auto drivers are seen standing by their autos, shouting out their route to attract passengers. With no notable disadvantage, auto rides are fun all year round. Cycle rickshaws are most commonly used for short distance transportation, concentrated on one particular place at a time. There is a particular region which is mapped by their union, and so are the fares set for different distances. Cycle rickshaw, as the name suggests, looks like a cycle, rather a tricycle with 2 seats to be precise. With the fast emergence of Totos, cycle rickshaws are going out of business because of their disadvantage of being driven by man and not machine. Hand-drawn rickshaws are one of those things which can make into the list of heritage for Kolkata. But unfortunately, with emergence of faster and more comfortable and cheaper means of transport, hand-drawn rickshaws are on the verge of mere extinction. These 2-sitting small open vehicles are drawn by hand and could provide a real backache. Who doesn't like a ride over a river or a lake? And Kolkata has got the exact thing for people who love traveling on water. With numerous jetties for the launches to park and pick up and drop off passengers, ferry rides are cheap and easily accessible for the commoners. Small, medium, and large are the sizes of launches which move around on the Ganges, ferrying people to different prominent stops available and accessible. Some notable ferry stops are Howrah, Babughat, Millennium Park, Bagbazar, Belur, and Shobha Bazar. If one loves water and wants a cool, breezy ride at any point of time during the day, a ferry ride is the one perfect for him. Application based taxis are in trend for the past few years. Applications such as Ola and Uber are well known now for their ability to provide 24/7 taxi services, which gives one an experience equivalent to that of a private car. It is seen that in the recent years, the increase of vehicular usage has increased manifolds, which in turn has led to a heavy increase in all kinds of negative impacts on the environment. Hence, in order to conserve our fast depleting natural resources, we need to say a no to private transport, because a developed country is not where the poor have cars, it's where the rich ride public transport.